Keith Thurman is not that great of a boxer. Is he strong?
Yes.
Yes. But what else? Now, would I get in the ring and try to go blow for blow with Keith Thurman? No, I'm not a dummy. But I'm bigger than Keith Thurman. I'm a woman, but I'm bigger.
I mean, aggressively. That's one of his greatest trademarks, one of his greatest weapons and dimensions. He wears you down. And he was wearing Thurman down. He fights that kind of pressure fight and still maintains length and height without giving it up. That's extraordinary.
Claressa Shields said, I've never been beat like that by anybody in my life. I've never had that happen. Claressa, stop. You've never fought anybody like Sebastian Fundora with that type of advantage on you in your life. You've never done that. But who cares what you've never had happen to you?
Claressa Shields stirred major controversy after mocking Keith Thurman. Following his loss to Sebastian Fundora, in a live interview, she boldly claimed she's the better boxer, saying Thurman can't handle body shots and questioning his level entirely.
I'm longer. I got better skill. Keith got to land before he can, and then you talking about, oh, he only got to land once. He only got to land more than once to get me out of there. But how is he going to take the punch that I give to him? Keith Thurman can't take no body shot.
I mean, you about to make me.
Can he take a body shot?
She doubled down on social media. Claressa Shields said Thurman was beaten so badly the referee had to step in, adding that she's never been dominated like that, especially in a world title fight. This rivalry isn't new either. Shields has called him out before, while Thurman brushed it off as attention-seeking trash talk.
Anticipation on a terrific fight, highly anticipated fight. They just wake up to some new boxing drama. And I walked the little red carpet to go to the fight, and the last person on that red carpet brought up Claressa Shields. Are you aware, Keith Thurman, that Claressa Shields called you out this morning? And I said, yeah, I'm aware. My boy texted me in the morning about this, you know, about her comment. So I found it from a third party. Like, I'm aware of it. And then, wow, what's your response? You know, you don't ask Keith Thurman for a response and not get a response.
Now, many in boxing believe this feud is being forced, with no real fight scheduled between them. Critics say Claressa Shields is creating drama just to stay relevant and keep attention on herself.
You act like y'all sworn enemies and like, aha, you getting beat up. Ain't nobody did that to me. You never fought a Fundora. So, of course, nobody did it to you. There's no one in the whole women's talent pool that fight like Fundora or that could Fundora. Any of them. Katie Taylor, put Katie Taylor with Fundora or anybody else for that matter. Bro, what are we talking about? Right? Made the video about that. Check that in the channel. That's all I'll say about that. Then this comes across the desk. Like, it is literally getting unbelievable. I made this post. Claressa Shields tells a fan that Papoose, her boyfriend, was not at Cardi B's concert because he was at home eating her out.
But Shields didn't stop. She told Thurman to fight back instead of getting hit and moving. Around the ring, she kept comparing performances, insisting she has never been outclassed the way he was against Sebastian Fundora.
Post about Keith Thurman for this fabricated beef when he didn't never really even start anything with you. You don't really have a real beef other than you saying you want to fight a man, you know? For me, it's corny, right? It's corny. And you're black, Keith Thurman's black, and you're just taking it to a whole nother level like y'all have some real beef. The other thing for me that I can't get down with is I don't like when people see a performance like Fundora and almost like claim credit for it, right? Somebody left me a comment. Oh, and Keith Thurman really wanted to fight Terrence Crawford.
Analysts quickly pushed back on that claim. They pointed out that Shields has never faced anyone like Sebastian Fundora, a fighter with extreme height, long reach, and non-stop pressure that creates serious problems for any opponent.
It wouldn't be so much, you know what I mean? So there's that. but then also Claressa Shields, right? Where you're almost, hey, ain't nobody did that to me. But you didn't fight Fundora. In fact, your whole career as a pro, you've never fought a Fundora. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Name somebody that Claressa Shields ever fought in the women's league, right? In all her fights, she got under 20 fights, that you felt could beat Sebastian Fundora, that you felt was the female equivalent of a Sebastian Fundora. So why are you bragging about this? I don't get it. Why are you bragging that another man did that to another man? Like somehow you're connected.
Boxing analyst Fannin didn't hold back, saying Shields' comments are becoming disrespectful and even delusional. According to him, her recent statements about Thurman have crossed the line.
Let's also look at Claressa Shields from the perspective of Sebastian Fundora. Claressa Shields has also never put a beating on anybody like that. Never has. Put a beating like Sebastian Fundora put on Sebastian Fundora on Keith Thurman. Claressa Shields has never put that type of beating on a woman. Not like that. Not where they're like, oh my God, this is life-threatening. That's life-threatening weapons from this man. Punching down, turning down on this guy. Look, man, people say a lot of things about Sebastian Fundora, and the way that he's marketed is not accurate. That is a nasty, mean, and I think, man, unfair competitor. Like, seriously, bro, these people, even his little sister, I don't care if they put those glasses on and then they act like all smiley and stuff in front of the camera like they're nerds. They're not. Those people are very mean, very, very, very calculating, and very dangerous competitors.
Still, Fannin gave credit where it's due. He praised Claressa Shields as a highly skilled and accomplished fighter, but criticized her behavior toward Keith Thurman. He explained that Thurman stepped into the ring against Sebastian Fundora, despite major disadvantage in size, age, and style. Even as a heavy underdog, Thurman showed courage. Fannin emphasized that all fighters deserve respect, and unnecessary trash talk only disrespects those who take real risks in the ring.
The ring one time in a couple years, 2 times in a few years. He's moving up to a weight class. He's in a weight class where Sebastian Fundora is the most dangerous guy in the weight class. He's 36, 37 years old. Sebastian Fundora is in his late 20s, mid to late 20s. This is if you know anything about the sport of boxing, this is designed pretty much for Sebastian Fundora to get Keith Thurman's name on his resume. And Keith Thurman is not stupid enough not to know that, but yet he was brave enough, and he was risking it enough, willing to risk it enough to get in the ring with that kid. And a lot of people would not do that. You're gonna see that. When people start trying to unify, you're gonna see what a dangerous person Sebastian Fundora is, specifically for a guy of the dimensions of a
Claressa Shields for targeting male fighters, despite her undefeated record. He pointed out she was once dropped by Hannah Gabriels and hasn't faced elite names, like Keith Thurman, Rolando Romero, or Gennady Golovkin. He also highlighted how dangerous Sebastian Fundora really is, standing 6 feet 6 inches with an 80-inch reach and proven world-class ability.